If I get a day return to Dawlish, can I break my journey?
You can break it either way and both times.
Good to have flexibility, thank you.
Seasoned listeners will doubtless be able to guess why this flexibility is important. For used wisely, this ticket should cover me for the remaining 4 episodes of this season of Forgotten Towns.
How do I get over to the platform?
Dawlish will come later, but for now, our course is set for a noteworthy railway junction en route.
Newton Abbot, Devon. Population 26,951. Rank number 395.
I am enjoying that smug feeling of someone who knows that they're on holiday for another couple of days, whilst everyone else on the train appears to be lugging suitcases northwards for an inevitable return to drab normality. There's nothing drab in prospect for my day, however, as we near our destination.
Very good morning, shortly arriving into Newton Abbot. Newton Abbot, your next station call on this.
We are in Courtney Park. It's opposite the rail station, and a very recognisable, gently sloping layout of a public park it is. I'm in Devon Square, currently being beautified by a motorised road sweeping crew, making something of a racket, disturbing the cloistered calm of St Paul's, Devon Square, a solid 19th century church. The square itself dominated by very tasteful and elegant terraced housing. I have finally located a bench here on Queen Street, affording the opportunity to give a quick history of the town, which was first referred to in written record at the end of the 12th century. Half was controlled by Tor Abbey, thus becoming Newton Abbot, the remainder by one Robert Bushell, becoming Newton Bushell. Each granted its own market during the 13th century. Fast forward to the 19th century, however, and rapid expansion through the arrival of the railways, locomotive works and engine sheds, when it seems naming the single large station, Newton Abbot, sealed the whole settlement's modern identity. In the middle of town, it's hard to disagree with Pevsner's conclusion. The centre is a disappointment, for the traces of the unusual dual medieval origins of the town and the once distinguished 19th century development have both been brutally disregarded by 20th century planning. Temporarily putting disappointment to one side, however, we find a plaque commemorating the 1625 visit of King Charles I to Ford House, and another prominent memorial commemorating the pedestrianisation of Newton Abbot High Street in August 1993. The visitor left to themselves to decide which was the more important. We do move here into a rather smarter end of town. Splendid pronouncement here, which announces that the first declaration of William III, Prince of Orange, the glorious defender of the Protestant religion and the liberties of England, was read on this pedestal on 5th November 1688. We read elsewhere that the tower in front of us is all that remains of St Leonard's Chapel, but it does at least give a cohesive focal point to this end of town. We go in search of greater contextualisation from Newton Abbot's many heritage resources. Find a telling sign, Newton Abbot Museum. Sorry, we're closed on Mondays. Great Western Railway Museum. Shut Mondays. Never mind.
Just a half compulsive.
I'm just changing it.
In which case I'll have a half the jail
With
element.
no jail either, I'm afraid.
What have you got?
Everything apart from the jail and the porter.
Right, I'll have a half a tribute. Thank you very much indeed.
Well, it's clearly not my lucky day, but before we move on to King Stainton and the next episode, we raise a half to two notable sons of this town, Serge Pizzorno, guitarist with beat combo Kasabian, and unflappable sports presenter David Vine. I wonder whether they ever had a chance to jam here at the Railway Brewhouse back in the day, through cunning manipulation of the jukebox. We can only imagine. Could you have had bigger contrast?
The day it all came right. There's never been a result like that